Coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd, they just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big...
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. To try again after the sack. Smith. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. He'll buy some time right. Finds Finding Walker complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They run once more with McKinnon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On first down, it's Smith. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw here. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness It's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Smith. And Walker has it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now with timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Hands it off, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for James Conner. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Murray. It's just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. First down, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Conner. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Conner. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Smith now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. They still can't get it.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Throwing now is Murray. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 22, Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Finding Ertz again. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, it's Connor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 31, Murray steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. He'll try and run for it with Connor. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the 1st points. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
From the 30 on second down, Smith. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. To throw is Smith. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Okay, break.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Forced out to his left. Going for it all. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Tariq Woolen bringing it out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Watch incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Dancing to his left. And he's got the speedster Goodwin.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready, ready. Mustang 19.
Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
18, 5 years. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Geno now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again is Smith. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Prater's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get it into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
To return, Tariq Woolen. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On third down, here's Walker. Roman taking it right down Broadway. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too, and just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On 2nd and 9, Murray buying time to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, a run with Conner. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. They run behind center with Conner. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 52 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken a third-quarter lead. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Look at the big fella go. He's got the first down and more. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 68 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Cut 19.
Gino's going to throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Murray. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Murray. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So possession goes over here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dreams.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing is Smith. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Murray now on 1st down. Steps away. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Murray now. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Connor up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards remain on second down. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1 yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Hard throw, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Now Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now it's Smith. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Smith now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He hits his target, Lockett. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So it's the Cardinals set to receive it. They'll look for a winning drive as we get this overtime period started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime, they've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. To throw, it's Murray. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And some room to work. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. Here's Tariq Woolen bringing it out of his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Hold ready.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. So 0 for 2 throwing the football and a very quick 3 and out to start the game.
Look, stats are going to be decided as the game goes on, but bottom line is that's not the quick start that every team looks for when they begin a game.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's got his tight end fan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now Geno. And Walker has it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Again, Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here's Walker. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Tua going to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It's Hill, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Here we go. Here we go.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And it's caught. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. Touchdown Dolphins. Raheem Mostert from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
19 Flagger.
Smith. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now Geno on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Geno now to throw.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Walker. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a... And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Set, ready. 6, 7. Red cycle.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Dolphins have a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Another catch there for Waddle. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Ready.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends.
Here we go.
Here's second and a yard. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Once again, it's Mostert. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Ready.
2nd and 6. Here's Tua. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Mostert. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Cleveland.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have. Down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off of play action, it's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He'll return it from the 6. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Dillon. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. action. It's Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, Rodgers under pressure, and they got to him again. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. On 4th down, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Finding space at the 40. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Watson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jakeem Grant, 40 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time. And
Going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for Browns. Touchdown. York now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On play action. Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So that, a good kick. We haven't talked about it much, but the wind is prevalent, and he drove that right into the wind.
Yeah, and don't forget the wind can swirl down there, too, so being able to read it, how it's coming, left to right to left, and to be able to execute that kick, that's pretty darn strong right there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson for the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. York able to send this one through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. Sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Davis. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
They'll go right back to Tunyon. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon, 32 yards. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Here we go on fourth. Watson. And it's Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs.
A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
After the sack on first down, Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
The York on now for the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Rodgers now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers.
Yet another pass into the hands of Tunyon. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Packers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Packers are an extra point away. sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man, this is Lewis. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down now, run with McKinnon.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes, rolling to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 44, Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's a one-upsmanship going on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. He's got a man. Complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Number 50, hey, you block over here.
Rodgers again now. Touchdown! Bo Melton, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Second down, McKinnon.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bunker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away from the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Rodgers. He's able to find Melton. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find Lazard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And again, it's Rodgers. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Rodgers now on 1st down.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
88.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run once more with McKinnon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go play fake. Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer
offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Throwing is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Open man, this is Lewis. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Rodgers going to throw. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. It's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Rodgers looking to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have... zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Ready up!
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go to 50. 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Even though that one was incomplete, you can see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. We're scoreless after 1. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead at Stevenson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And caught by Henry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones out right to Bourne. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is taken just shy of the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Being chased out left. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Hey, check 26.
To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. And there was a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Number 50.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Touchdown, Packers! Allen Lazard as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Jones now. A final shot before break. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 32 yards. And the Patriots have retaken a third-quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Right side, Thornton with it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try to right side with Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jones now, they're bringing a blitz. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Patriots are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's got his man, Thornton. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones.
He gets this to Thornton.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Jones.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Allen was... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out.
And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now, and Lewis lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. From the 22, Hurts.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. To try again after the sack, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Rodgers going to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Hurts to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's got
a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 55 yards. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. After 7-3 the score. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And some room to... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Packers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And Lazard's got it again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are once again back in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 46 yards. And the Eagles have yet again retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon now from his end zone. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers again now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Hey, 88.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Quez Watkins, the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles!
Quez Watkins.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up, and you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Hurts will throw. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back to throw, Rodgers. Flush to it, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys. And he won't be able to get the football away. He's going to be sacked. So they're unable to add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Elliott now to have the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 46, Texans 42.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession.